you are, giddy kippers, tonight. Crikey, O'Reilly, I'm sat here watching all the comments and I can see, where is she? What's going on? Why isn't she on? And then, because I can't put my mic live, I can't really go live until bang on the hour. I put my mic on and go, guys, I can see you all talking. I'm sat here waiting. You're just going to have to be patient. And then everyone's like, oh, a bit dim, it's a bit early. And then Karen's like having to say, she's talking, there's no screen, there's no picture yet, just be patient. That's chuckled me. I'll have to play tricks on you more often. Karen, I don't know if I've asked you this already today, sweetheart. My brain is fog. Can you pick a winner this evening? Not that you don't anyway, but just in case we haven't had the conversation today, darling. That would be wonderful. Right, Monday night, craft and chat. What we're going to talk about tonight? What do you want to talk about? What's the gossip? What's going on? Come on, fill me in. Because you guys clearly know more than I do. I'm so out of touch. Listen, I've told you guys before, I spend so many hours pacing this 6,000 square foot place. I do over nearly 15,000 steps. If I do that, how many do you think Becky does? Because I only support Becky. It's Becky's full-time job. So I feel like I'm missing out. So what do we all know? Make sure my phone's on silent. Oh, I feel like I'm missing out. Have I missed out? Everybody's all right though, are they? Good evening all. Did you all see Mighty Monday? Hi Adele, hi Maureen, Michaela, Rihanna, Marilyn, Connie, Toni. You keep breaking up. Story of my life, Lindsay. Anyway, hi Toni, Audrey, hi Chrissy. Let's have a look on Facebook. Brenda Lewis, hi Toni and everyone. Natalie Reeves, I can hear you but can't see you. That's because I was being cheeky, Natalie. I was winding you all up. I like to play games if you hadn't gathered. So, Michaela says she needs to catch up. Well, I'm just very quickly show you what we made in one little session today in our Mighty Monday, and it was using one sheet of 12 by 12 paper. We made this cute album today with one sheet of 12 by 12 paper. So you need to go back and watch the Mighty Monday because it's a good one. Nice little giftable, keepsake, wallet, album, photographs, Christmas jumpers. That's what we made today, and we made it in 45 minutes. Oh, Diane's waiting for a machine to come, very excited. Now, Mighty Mondays at 1 o'clock is more of in-depth tuition. We try and focus the whole show on doing something with our stash. So 1 o'clock today was the kick up the bottom to dig out your 12 by 12 papers and do something useful with them, in the hope that you're going to enjoy it and then make more and then use your papers you've bought, right? That was the intention today. However, 6 p.m. of an evening on a Monday night is our craft and chat. So I do a bit of crafting, not as much as 1 o'clock, but we answer any questions that are burning, or anybody want to check in and tell me what they're eating, where you're from. And it's just sort of like that weekly podcast update where I get to check in with you all, make sure you're all fit, well and fancy. And you get to do, and I hopefully will inspire you using some products that you've bought previously. Now, all of the items are always for sale if you are interested. It's not a must, but we do encourage that you start using your stash that you've purchased from me over the last 14 years. So if you're brand new to the channel, my name is Toni. This is Studio 3, and it's a wonderful place to come of late evening, 6 o'clock, for those people that have to work through the day and can't catch the shows through the day and always have to watch on catch up. Now, we always do live giveaways, so we will pick a winner from the live giveaway. All you need to do is share if you can. Share and just share the love of craft if you can. If you can't, that's okay too. But if you can, that would be wonderful. This gives us a wider reach with our channel. Now, a couple of things to tell you about. Let's have a look. What am I missing? Denise Rigatano, is that a cedar rose top? No, you can't. You can tell it's not a cedar rose top. Look how short it is on my arms. Not a chance. Not a chance. This is so old, but it's so warm, so I hold on to everything, as you all know. Denise says, something useful to make with a 12 by 12s. That's right, Denise. Can't wait to see what you're going to make. Like now. I want to see it like yesterday. Oh. It was an awesome class, Danielle says. That is wonderful. Makes me very happy you enjoyed it. Looking forward to tonight's show, says Mary. Now, we'll have to talk about Mary, my twin. Mary, my twinny. Now, Mary's been buying my clothes. And she did post a beautiful picture of her wearing my skirt. I was like, oh my gosh, when she sent me the picture. It looks gorgeous. She looks blooming great. I'm like, graphic designer, look at this, Becky. She's like, oh, doesn't she look great? Doesn't she look great? I was like, yeah, she looks great. Of course she looks great. Anyway, she's bought some trousers and she says they're beautiful and she loves them and they're so soft on her skin, which has made me very happy. But do you know what? I messaged Mary and said, we're going to end up like twins having the same wardrobe. But they are nice pieces that you can wear on and on. They're never going to go out of fashion. They're timeless. Team them up with a white t-shirt, a black t-shirt, a black blazer, anything you want to. But anyway, I digress. Back to craft. Back to paper and glitter and glue, my first love. Oh, so if you can share, that would be wonderful. Subscribe to the channel and let's talk about some cheeky products that I've got for you all. They're not new. We have spoke to and touched on them, but I have visuals to show you because I know you like to see them in person too. So the first thing that I want to touch on is what did I want to touch on first? What was important? Right, the classes. Now we are doing Mighty Mondays and it's a great way to utilise your products and get into understanding hinges and pockets and, you know, the basics of putting some paper together in a nice presentable way to create nice masterpieces for loved ones and things like that. We understand that. But the class is normally about an hour. We've done an hour and 10 and some classes go over the Monday. So last class took 3 Mondays. Today we did it in 1. And the sole purpose of today was to show you that if you are sort of like on a mission and need to make something, you can make one of those albums in 45 minutes. Just dig out your stash. It's got 2 cuts from a 12 by 12 and about 5 score lines. That's it. So it's super, super cool. But what I do want to talk to you about is our plan for 2025 as a company. Now, excuse me, most of you already know that what's happened this year. It's been an epic year for Stamps by Me, and I'll not go into great detail, but I can tell you now, although I've been here 14 years and I absolutely love and adore my craft, I love my company, I love my people, I love you guys at home, 2024 has been the worst year for me ever on record. And I'm not putting a dampener on it, I'm just telling you, because it will then move me into why we're doing what we're doing for 2025. So TV, prime example, lost a bucket of money again. Then we had our fire with HTCN, nightmare. We've had a few other things that obviously I tell you, if Tony, Tim and Tom can't fix, I will always let you know, well, there's been problems in the background that we've fixed, but by the skin of our teeth. So I will be glad to see the back of 2024, if I'm being completely honest. Worst year on record for my business. And that's saying something when 4 years previous, last Create and Craft went under, didn't it, and took £110,000 of my money last time. And that's not including this time. But this has been the worst. But with all that negativity aside, we as a company are doing amazing. I cannot tell you guys, I cannot tell you. If somebody walked into this business from an outside set of eyes, or anyone walked in here from another company, from a huge company, from a small company, they would absolutely wonder how the heck we do what we do. With the staff that we have, the premises that we have, the technology that we have is impeccable. And that is one of the reasons why I am so proud of me, myself, my company, and my following, my loyal following as well. Nobody's ever going to be able to take that away from me, whether I have the best year on record on paper or whether I have the worst year on paper and record. Nobody's ever going to be able to take that from me. I owe nobody no money. I have built what I've built today. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about was 2025 moving forward. So 2025, how does it look for Stamps by Me? Well, we're currently not on any UK TV shopping channels, and you all probably know why. I've had to take a break. Just the stress and the worry of, you know, losing the money and then having to generate that income myself. When I have got a stronghold, my customers are amazing, but when you're on UK TV, the sales we got from UK TV were in the thousands. Okay, and I mean thousands. So to go from that to nothing is like, you can imagine. And you all know that my postage cost a month just to send out product to you all is about £10,000 a month in postage, right? So it's been a tough one. But what I will say to you is, I didn't come on here to give you all the negatives, because the reason why I've told you that is so you can put it into perspective as to what we're going to be doing moving forwards in 2025. So you all know that we're not currently on a UK TV channel. That will change. I am looking at avenues on that, but I have to make sure that I'm ready as a human being. I can't put myself at risk, I can't put my company at risk, and I will absolutely not put my staff at risk and my customers spending money and then losing out again. So I am taking that short break, that small break, until the path clears. I have clear clarity of what the heck I want to do, and I can see the path in front of me, and there's no trees. You know what they're saying, you know, can't see the wood for the trees. That's clearing, and when that's clear, then I will make some decisions. So moving forwards in the new year, you will find out exactly what's happening with Stamps by Me and UK TV. That's the first thing I wanted to tell you about, okay? The second thing that I wanted to tell you about is I put a post out about a month ago on a couple of our pages saying, what is it you want to see from Stamps by Me? And you all basically put the same stuff as you all put last year. More lamination, more reflection collection, more this, more that. And it was all the things that we've done before, but newer designs. And that's a credit again to our company. The concepts that we bring to you, you all love so much that you just want them in a different design, which really helps me out as a creator and a designer. But one thing that did fall out of it all was you were all asking classes or workshops or being in the building or open days and things like that. Now, if you remember back in the day, we did used to do workshops and things like that, and you all loved them. You all absolutely loved them. And then we did them online, and you were all asking for more. So the plan for 2025 for Stamps by Me is we're going to be doing an online class once a month. And then that brings me on to why I'm sending out kits, because I feel like you all want to do the kit exactly the same as whatever I make as well. So 2025 is going to be littered with kits and classes, and those will be private classes. Now, normally I have stood in studio for the last 14 years and said to you, nobody should be left out, okay? And that has always been the case. We have always openly shared everything and anything to our community, because nobody should be left out. But you did all ask for those workshops, and if I send a kit out and you spend the money on that kit, I can't then say let's just share the class willy-nilly for everybody to just send to the friends. And when people have bought quite expensive kits, because I think after discounts and things like that, they work out about £37, and that's a lot of money in my world. So that's why we introduced Mighty Mondays. So the Mighty Mondays are the free inspiration, like we have done for the last 14 years, which show you how to put paper together and in different formats, painting, stamping and things like that. But if you are wanting to make solid hardcore albums that are going to be memory making and putting in boxes and giftables for like wedding gifts, and just, you know, like a little bit more substantial than 12 by 12 papers, then you need to get on our class kits, which are going to be once a month in 2025. Now, I put the December one out. I will have a look at your questions in a second. Sorry, I'm on a roll here and I don't want to forget. So I put the December class out for you all, and it's sold out. I ordered more and that's sold out, to the point now where it's too late to order anymore. And I will be letting you know the day for that when I send you the private link to do the class, okay? Now, the January one, I think there's 4 left. I talked about this today at 1 p.m. There's 4 left for our January one, and I think there's 30 left for our February one. So basically what it entails is I send you the kit, and then you get a link when everybody's got their kits to do the class with me privately. You can show your makes and things like that. And I just feel like, and I keep saying I feel like, it's all I ever say, isn't it? I feel like having the in-depth tuition and having a kit to make exactly what I make, but then you're learning from it and then making it your own at a later date, is the way forward. So that is what you're going to see from Stamps by Me moving forwards in 2025, a kit a month. I know a lot of you have bought all 3 so far. Some of you have just got the first one to see how you go with it. But I'll just show you the first album. I'm not going to show you inside because it's not completely finished, but I'm going to show you the front, okay? So this is the one that sold out. I'm not teasing, I just want to show you what you can expect, okay? And then I'm going to show you the papers that are in our February class. So if you want to get in and get our classes, please do it as soon as you are able to do it, because I have to cap it. These are with the Chai Bella collections, and obviously it costs me a lot of money to get them from Italy, with the shipping and things like that, so I have to cap it at a certain number. Let's have a look, just make sure I've not missed any. Bethel Bishop's been in hospital, back now. I've missed you all. Oh, I hope you're okay, sweetheart. So let's just have a look. That's totally understandable, Tony, and very fair of you to those who purchase the classes. Yeah, but for those that maybe it's a bit too much of a stretch, because I don't expect you to spend all the time. If it's too much of a stretch, you can always come to Mighty Mondays. We have our one-day specials where I do inspiration. I always try and do a little bit of inspiration on a Monday night, so I always try and get some inspiration in somewhere using the products that you've got, or inspiring you to use your stash and things like that. So no, I've always said nobody gets left out, and that is still the case. I don't want anybody thinking, well, this is the girl that always said she would never do anything private. And I never actually said I would never do anything private. My ethos has always been, please, let's not leave anybody out, because I know that how that feels, and you know, but we've progressed as a company, circumstances have changed, so we are putting those classes on with the private link now. And I will still try and at Christmas time give you the inspirational content. We always do things like that anyway, don't we? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let me just make sure I'm not missing any comments. Rihanna says, I'm really looking forward to the classes, to do something just for me after giving 200% of myself to looking after my daughter for months. A real treat. Well, you totally deserve it then, Rihanna. I can't wait for you to do it, sweetheart. Connie says, question. If I bought a kit and wasn't able to attend that day, evening, etc., would I still be able to get access to the workshop? Connie, yes, you sent a physical link, and it's the link for you. You can use it whenever, however you want. It's your link. You do as you please with it. So you can watch it 9 million times once, pause it, mute it, rewind. It's your link. You can do what you want with it. Thank you, Karen. Karen's just confirmed what I said there. Audrey, the link is there to watch whenever you want, darling. So if the time's not appropriate, the time's not appropriate, or you're doing something with your family, you're not missing out, you'll get the link. It'll be yours. It'll be yours to stay. So this is the one that we have. So this is the first one. It's sold out. I'm not teasing, but it is basically the album. I'm not finished inside, so I'm not going to show you inside. But it's these papers, and it is a grey board album. It's a real beauty. So that's that one. But what I want to show you is there's only 3 of January's left, and the papers in February's, because I know some of you might be sitting on the fence, and they won't all be the same shape. I'm going to change it up so the learning that you get from this one in December will be applied. Some of it will be applied to January with new content, and then these months will be applied to February with new content. So over the 12-month period, if you're dipping your toe into 1, 2, or did you lose me there for a second? Did you lose me for a second there? Tim's taught me how to put it back on if it drops out. Yes. Oh, like I need those sorts of incidents. Sorry about that, guys. I have to keep an eye on it. I don't know why. The weather's pretty bad though. So so we'll build on it. And I know you'll all like the classes. You like the community as well. So let's just show you the one for getting all confused now, February's, because we've got 30 of these left. Okay, so let me just show you this one. So we have Rain of Grace. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay, so in the kit, this is just to show you the papers. It's not the complete kit. You get your grey board, you get all your coloured cardstock, you get your magnets, your ribbons, whatever the kit is going to contain. So these are the main focal points of your February class. So you get your paper and your fussy cut, you get your 8x8 mat and layers, and in this particular one you get a 12x12, whereas others have all been 8x8 with vellum. This one's a 12x12. So I just wanted to show you, just in case you're thinking I would really like to just see them for real, you know, because I know like people like to shop with their eyes and not with what's on the internet as well. So you'll be able to see that one there. So that is February's. Hopefully it's linked below the show. Now this is back in stock from Friday. I loaded a few more of these. These came with our February kit. So if you had your eye on this, you click the notify me button. I've loaded more of these today, not a ton, but they are back on the website now. For how long, I've no idea. They flew on Friday. Okay, so far so good. Have I got any questions with the information that I've just put on you all there? We're all okay with everything that I've said, and you know, moving forwards in 2025. So what's fallen out of this year as well is, you all know that I do HTCN America and QVC Germany. That's exactly the same. Nothing's changed from that. We're just going to continue to keep generating great product in the hope that we see great growth on HTCN and QVC Germany too. So that's all very positive. And if those two grow enough, then maybe I don't need to do UK TV. You know? These things have a funny way of sorting themselves out, right, guys? But all I will say to you all is, you all do an incredible job anyway, but if you can share in any way possible, whether it's a post that I put out, if you could click the share button, just more eyes on the product. If you could share the show. Now I'm going to do a giveaway, and I always do a giveaway if you pop, oh I said I was going to put the names, didn't I? I always do giveaways for if you pop a comment underneath the video when I've gone off air as well. I do a whole bunch of giveaways for that as well. So Michaela, there is no class for the jewellery box, darling. It is, the class is in. It's got a QR code and it's got instructions inside. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's all inside, sweetheart. You don't need me to show you how to do that. It's really, really cool. Liked and shared. So, yeah, just keep sharing. So, let's have a look. Question. Shannon, what time is the HSN? It's 9 o'clock with Suzanne, I think, Shannon. So, that'll be, what, 3 a.m. in the morning for me, will it? QVC UK, Karen. Let's see what happens in 2025, guys. Connie T, please, where can I purchase the kit? Are you talking about this one, Connie? Is it the February one? Connie, I can give you a code if you would like. Oh, have you all been and bought it? It's now limited stock. Oh, the other one's out of stock. Right, this one, there's only February's left anyway. So the code for this one is 031224 alpha. Anyone, Connie? Yeah, anyone. She's panicking. It is 031224 alpha, Connie. If you just put kit, K-I-T, into the website, it'll show you all the kits, most of which have sold out. I will, February, then it'll be March. I'll see what I can do for March, see if I can get that one out early. I don't want to do them too early though, because you forget. And if you're Michaela, if you're called Michaela Brown, you forget and end up ordering again and again and again. And then when Becky sent it and your wife sent me 2 or 3, well, you did order them, darling. She's going to kick my butt for telling you that. Oh, good old Michaela, we love her. They're under, if you're on our website now, because I'm live, they're underneath the live. And we link it, whilst I'm live, the website changes. So everything I'm talking about is underneath the live. So just scroll down and you'll see the kits down there, sweetheart. Michaela's sent me lots of smiley face on. Thank goodness for that. She'll be beating me up. Elaine, question, would you let us pay for the class if the kits have sold out? Oh, Elaine. This is a design team member asking me this. I'm going to have to kick her butt. I don't know. How does that look? How does that look? I've no clue. Michaela, you got that right. I'm an airhead. Come on, let's stop talking now. I want to play. Good luck for 2025, Melissa says. That's so kind. Thank you so much. Can't share. It's not the end of the world. Karen, Elaine, that's too complicated. Now design team are fighting amongst themselves. Oh, the design team, I will send you the link. You are the design team, so if you want to inspire my customers by making your own version of it, that would be wonderful. Let's just keep it easy, right? Let's not overcomplicate. Elaine, sorry. I'll get back in my hole, shall I? Right, okay. So what I wanted to do today was, you know the hot foil books that you've all gone crazy over, the Christmas ones? I hope you've used them, by the way. I've dug out my Botanicals one, because there's these ones as well that are not Christmas, and I thought we'd do a bit of technique on one of these today, rather than just getting them out and painting them, because it's wonderful to do that, right? But I thought we'd do some techniques on these hot foil books, because they are books that just keep on giving, and I have attached them to the show if you like them, but if you've got them, you will be able to do your own version of this. Oh, and again, if you've opened your advent calendars, spoiler alert, if you haven't opened your refills, press mute or turn me down right now. I'll give you 10 seconds to turn me down right now. I need to tell you something. 10, 9, 8, I need to tell you something, so just mute me for a second. When I give you the wave of hands, it means I've finished talking about it, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, refills, okay? One of the boxes that you've opened, I believe it's number 8, maybe, on the refills. You can't have your code. You can't have your code till January. We send it out to everyone. Leave it at that. So you must wait till January. So if you're emailing in, you probably won't get a reply, because Becky spent ages this morning dealing with emails going, can I have my voucher code to spend? No, not until January. And we send them all out as a bulk. Tim has to do the coding for it for our website. So, and it's not an easy fix. It's not an easy job either as well, because you all need your own unique codes, which need coding into the website and things like that. So that's that. Right, okay. Thanks, Karen. Right, so I'm going to have a look at this one today. Botanical Hot Foiled Colouring Book, which is this one. So the hot foiled, you just tear them out, stick a sentiment on them, and you are good to go. Now I'm going to do this big one here. This one. I haven't done this one, I don't think. So they've got the perforation in there. I'm having to start a new book, because the one that I actually use is at home on my dining room table. You all know I like to paint. So I've got a new one for studio here. And just trim that off in your guillotine, get rid of that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to paint, but we're going to do the bokeh effect on it. I'm going to show you how to lift the ink out and make it look like it's got bubbles. Okay, she says. Wish me luck. So if you've got this in your stash and you want to have a crafty play, then you can do that. So have we got any questions? Is everybody hunky-dory? Oh, I forgot. Sorry, spoiler alert over. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You've also got me on mute, I know. Listen, it's been one of those, I'm telling you, it's going to be one of those weeks. I have got so much to do before, I've got so much stuff to sort before things start winding up in companies, like deliveries and Oh, it's just epic. Right, water. Need a bit of tissue. Just got some blue roll here, but I'm just going to use some tissue too. I like my blue. Oh, I've actually got my blue roll. I'll save that because that's Andrex and I'm tight. That's good stuff. We can't be using that. That's for my delicate nose. My big delicate nose. This is what we use in craft, right? This harsh stuff, mind you. You've seen me use it on my nose so many times too, right? So if you wanted to do a little bit techniquey today, so I feel like, do you know what you need to do, guys? You need to tell me that every time I say I feel like, I get a pound. I have to put a pound in a jar or something like that. It might make me stop saying it. This sounds very exciting, says Denise. Oh, bless you. Denise loves the craft. Hey, don't we all? Right, what we're going to do, I'm going to give it all a wash first. A wash of colour. So I need a flat brush. Have I got a flat brush to hand? I have got a flat brush to hand. Look at this. I've got my watercolours here. Look at state. Oh, horrified, aren't you? Horrified. But if you've got ink pads, you don't need to have watercolours. Ink pads will work equally as well. I'm just going to spray my watercolours, but my spray bottle is in the other studio. I keep going on about swapping things, and let's have a look. Leslie Nisbet. Hi Audrey, I'm okay, thanks for asking. Are you? I'm getting organised for Christmas. Not started card yet. Oh no. Right, so I'm going to do a wash. Okay, I'm going to do like a, I don't know, some form of wash, a light wash to start with. So let's take the brush, let's wet the whole card. Now the foil will resist, so don't worry too much about, you know, blending, bleeding. It'll look after itself. So I'm just going to wet the whole thing. And then I would spray my watercolours with some water, but seeing as I've got no spray, we're just going to go for it, right? We loved watercolours, Danielle says. Brilliant. So let's just get some wash on here. So up, down, up, down. Make it darker in some places if you can. Turn your brush on an angle and then you'll get different strokes. And don't forget, your watercolours always dry back 2 to 3 shades lighter, so have the confidence to at least get a bit of colour down. I've got some yellow, pop a bit of this darker yellow in, yeah. So I'm just creating sort of a nice wash on the back here with my flat brush. Oh, she's purchased a February class. I can't wait to do the classes. So excited about them. It's nice to get back in with my classes, guys. I have really missed them. Really missed them. And then we'll do a little bit of this sort of like coffee mauve colour. I love like distressed backgrounds. Does anybody else just love to just get, you know, get a bit of colour on and just have fun? So what's everybody been crafting with of late? Stamping, die cutting. I know you're all waiting for your machines. Hopefully some of you have got your, well, I know some of you have got your machines because you've all been telling me how heavy they are. As in heavy as box wise, not heavy to, once they're on your table they're fine, but So I'm just sort of like giving my back of my card a little bit of dimension so it's not flat watercolour. Although I love the clean and simple backs on watercolours, it is sometimes nice to do a little bit of, you know, a little bit of inky work in the backgrounds of your cards. Susan Tabachnik, is that correct, Susan? Great name. Where is the link to sign for the monthly class? So Susan, if you just go to my website and put kit, or if you look below this live video on my website, or if you go to the top of this feed on YouTube, go to the very top, you can see How to Craft Network shop here. We always put the link on there. It's the same on Facebook. We have the QR code as well on here, look. See the QR code at the bottom right? If you want to scan that, that will take you to the products too. Lots and lots of different ways, sweetheart. Now I'm just going in with a bit of red. Oh, helps. I'll just leave it on for a second while people are just grabbing the phones maybe. I'm just painting a bit of red on here whilst. There we go. Bit of red now. So if you've got a flat brush, it just makes life easier getting the background in. And stick with your project, because you know what I'm like, and I always say it to you guys, see your design through. Might look like a hot mess to start with, but sometimes the best cards. Just drag some colour. Oh, and this is the hot foiled colouring books that we do. They're also attached underneath as well, or the QR code, or on the link as well. So I'm literally just dragging some colour, just covering the whole thing. So I think I'm happy with that background now. I think that's going to look lovely when it dries back. Don't forget, it'll dry back way lighter than it actually looks right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take another brush. Let's just see what I can see. And then if you take some water, there's a couple of things that you could do here, guys. If you take some water, look, and you paint inside a petal with that water, watch what happens. Just with clean, clear water. So if you put that water on there, because it's proper, it's cotton content watercolour card, it's not cheap, it is the real deal. These are the things that you can achieve, and they're going to make you look so cool. So I've wet that there with some water. Now if I take this tissue paper now and I dip it into there, look what happens. We can pull our colour back out. So now we can go back in and repaint. Okay, so just clean, clear water. So if you do it on all of them, just add that water, activate that colour. None of this painting around the design, faffing like that. You would have to do that if it was normal cardstock, guys, but it's not. It is watercolour card, so you know you can do this technique with ease. So I'm just wetting the whole petal here, activating that colour. So if you wanted to do it more, you can absolutely just add more water and do it again. Keep lifting and lifting. I don't want to take it right back. I do want a bit of undertone on there because I am going to paint anyway. Put a bit more on here. Get a bit more off. Looks cool, right? And then do them all while we're at it. So then we've got our design back. Okay, so the next thing to create that sort of bokeh technique, because as you can see I've got ink all over here, let's just pick that up. It's pretty much the same, okay? So a couple of things that you can do, guys, is maybe, for instance, if you grab like a lid or something from your stash, you know, just like a lid from anything, just get rid of all that glitter. And if you get a few different ones, like I could use the lid off my Vaseline, that's a different sized one. I've also got this one as well, this one's a different size one. So if you could get maybe 2 different sizes, that really does help. And then if you just take your circles and if you draw around with a pencil, yeah, this is just a watercolour palette, but don't be put off by this technique just because I'm using this. Your ink pads work exactly the same. You know, you can lift those as well. So I've got a pencil here. So I'm just going to pop the pencil. I'm not going to go into the flower. It's just around the outside of the flower. And I'm just going to do a very light circle. So I can just see that circle there. I don't know if you can see it there too. And then we'll do one down here. So I'm not going into the flowers. It's going to be like it's coming from the back of the flowers. You see that there? And then I get the little one. And we'll do a crossover with the little one. Just a faint one, just so you've got an idea. So I've got 1, 2, 3. Could maybe do a half one down here. Maybe a little half one over here. See that there? You might not be able to see those. I'm hoping you can, but you might not be able to see them. And then I'm just going to take my brush and apply it exactly the same. So put the water inside that half circle. Let the water do its magic. Same here. So while you're painting the next one, this water here is sort of like doing its thing. Try and stay within your circles, that's very helpful. So I'll just do those 3 now, and then let's see how much we can get out of it, what lift we can get out. This is a little bit of a wonky one. So let's do the bottom, see if we can lift some out of here. Got a little bit of a lift there, didn't we? I've got more on that one. So let's just add some more. So this is sort of like our first layer of the technique. Try and move it, get a little bit more out of this one. Oh, that's a bit better. There we go. Look at that, guys. There we go, finally. So this is sort of like our back bubbles. You see now? Are they there? Hopefully they're there. I'm never sure if anything shows on set, you know, guys. This is one of my old ones, Adele, really old. So this one as well. So I'm just using clean, clear water here. And because I've got one overlapped over the other, I need to do one at a time. I can't do both, okay? You could absolutely stop at just doing it a few times, you know. You don't have to do like 9 million trillion times. And then let's just try and lift a bit out of this one. And the more it dries, the more prominent they will become. Okay, they really will. I'll dry it back with my gun in a second. Right, so let them just do their thing. And let's paint this flower. So for watercolouring, you need a round brush. So for a background, you need a flat. And for a watercolour, you need a round. Okay, so just that goes to a nice point. Don't spend a lot of money on your brushes either. So I'm going to leave that being. It could dry this with my gun a little bit actually. Just 1 second. Just aid it on a little bit. And you could continue with the circles, layer upon layer upon layer, but the bokeh, whatever you want to call it, is sort of like that sparkly design you see when you see a Christmas tree, and it's all like in circles, and it's a camera technique basically. So you could do more of these on top, on top, on top, on top. Now if you come to take the circles out and it's not lifting very well because you're using a cardstock, that's not as effective or as good. If you get your confetti ink or a white ink, maybe a white ink from your watercolours, and paint it on top, that will give you a little bit of a similar look. Okay, so you have options in that sense. So let's just paint this. Now I'm going for a bit of a whitey coloured flower with like a white magnolia. So I'm just going to mix some white. Now white pretty much disappears to note, so I'm just going to add the white, which does look grey now. So I'm just going to pop it all over. Now when you paint the foiled books, don't be scared to do it over the lines because the foil will just resist it. Okay, so what I've done is I've done the white all over, and then I'm going to take this little colour here, which is like a browny yellow. I'm just going to drop some of this, and then I'll paint on the lines a little bit. Because the paint is wet, it'll just do its own thing. Okay, so let's paint some white on here. And when you finished your painting, to get the gold back, if it doesn't come quite back, you just brush it and the gold comes back through as well. So you've got options that sense. And then just pounds. And then the water will just sort of like distribute it. We have lots of different ones of these hot foil books. We have two festive ones, we have the tags and toppers, and we have botanicals. We have so many. As you can see, you do not have to be a professional either. Because it really is that easy. And then I like to just pounce into the water, and it just sort of like, because it's wet underneath, it sort of like carries it without much effort. Pardon? Yes, please. How are we doing? What do we think? Right, let's get the leaves in. So I'm going to go for a darker green. Now the way that I like to do leaves on watercolour is like this, I'll show you. So I wet the whole leaf with clear water. And then I pick up some green and I just drop it in. So I don't get like a full covered leaf. The water's just going to give it that accent. So I'll do it again here. Wet, clean, clear water. Then pick up some green. I will pop this in somebody's parcel. I have to start giving things away because I'm getting overrun. So I will pop this in somebody's parcel. Need to let it dry first. That's it, and then this one here. So if then you're thinking, oh, it's still a little bit, just take a bit more green and then add a little bit more dimension in the centre. Thank you. So Karen, have we picked a winner? These books are amazing for mindfulness, by the way. As I've said, I have these at home. And I do lots of techniques on them because I just don't want to colour them as they are. I just really want to get into changing it up a little bit, just having a bit of fun. And if you put your colour on and you don't like it, because it's still wet, remember you can soak it back off with your tissue. Right. I think we just need to add a touch of pink in the middle of here. Very light pink. Pounds, pounds, pounds. The card is wet, so it's going across my table there. The card is wet, so it will pounce out, look. Pounds, pounds, pounds. What do we think? Nice card or just gorgeous? Marilyn says, well, that's really kind of you. That is really kind. But I would probably do more of the circles, or more ones on top in various places, but time is against me a little bit this evening. I have a hungry boy sat at the door too. So what I would do with that, ladies and gentlemen, is I'd let it dry, and then what I would do is I would take the lightest colour possible, which is possibly one of these. However, that's probably a bit scary for a lot of you at home. So you know how we do the outline where we go around things with a grey alcohol marker to make them look like they're 3D off the page. If you have a pencil, okay, I mean this is like making your artwork, right? If you just shade underneath the gold part, just very, very lightly. Press on a little bit harder for you all. An alcohol marker will do the same. Could you see, can you see now? Does that not look like it's coming off the page now? So I'll just do around this leaf here. It's a bit wet, so it's not really going on, but so it really just gets you into, you know, experimenting. You know, I know we're not born artists, but you're never going to be any good unless you actually give these things a try. And what's the worst that could happen? It is only a bit of pencil or a pen, isn't it? See now, see, just see how it looks dimensional. Let's try it on here. I'm just doing circles, very circle, like small circle underneath shadow. If I'd have had an alcohol marker, I would have used an alcohol marker, but I'm just showing. Can you see now how it looks coming out of the page a little bit? It's still a bit wet, this, so it's not really working to its best, but experiment. You know, you've all got a pencil. And it's just going to really make that flower pop off that page. And if you wanted to, you could absolutely shade some of the circles into. You could go in with a white gel pen also. The world is your oyster. Just because we're card makers doesn't make us not into liking a little bit of art as well. So I'll leave that be. Not bad effort, is it, that in 40 minutes? And there we go. Ta-da! Obviously I will just show you on a piece of black because that's really where the magic comes to life. So I've got a piece of black. If you were to put it on a black card, pretend this is a big piece. See, when you mount them onto a piece of black with a die cut sentiment and then the gold foil. Just beautiful pieces of artwork that you can be incredibly proud of. And you just saw how long that took me. Not very long at all. There we go. Let's have a look. I hope you liked that, guys. And I hope it's encouraged you maybe to one day this week get out your brushes and try something different. You know, Monday we did a bit of paper. I've done lots of crafting today, actually. Oh. So let's see if we've got a winner. Let's just put the lids on here. Those watercolour books, these ones, what I do at home is I just turn the book back. I just turn the book back like that. I paint it and I leave it in my book to dry. And then when I'm ready, I just tear them out for cards. My pre-painted ones, I pick the one that I want for what occasion. So I'll leave them all in the book. And what else as well is, because it's in this spiral bound book, obviously the card does warp a little bit. Can you see there? Because it's got water in it. So leaving it in the book when you close your book, if you put anything on top or stack of books or whatever, it keeps all your artwork nice and flat as well. So it's easier to adhere to your cards as well. So let's see if we've got a winner. Leslie's doing a canvas, that should be fun. Oh, Patricia says she loves this, stunning, can't wait to give this technique a go. Beautiful as always, keep smiling, Tony. As always, Karen, I will keep smiling. Is that a HB pencil? Yes, darling, it is a HB pencil. Helix Oxford HB pencil. I think I bought these for my son, and they came in a box of 12, and I think I sold 2. I have that paint palette, Adele. Yep, you do. Thank you, Tony, for tonight, Chrissy. You're very welcome. Let's have a look, see if we've got a winner. And tonight's winner, drum roll. So you either need to message Karen or myself and we'll send you a code and you can spend it on the website however you want, when you want, and you don't have to purchase anything to spend it. We don't say spend 20 to get you free. You just spend it whenever you want and how you want, okay? So tonight's winner is Judith Chandler. Judith Chandler, you are this evening's winner. Well done, sweetheart. You've just won a voucher to spend on the website. How cool is that? So if you had your eye on something this evening, you've got a bit of cash to do that. But all is not lost. If you want to pop a comment underneath this video when I've gone off air, I'll do another giveaway, and I need to announce a lot of giveaways like we did last time. I give a whole bunch of giveaways with numerous names and make some very happy people before Christmas, so remind me, guys. So that's the end of today. So the week ahead, We have Wednesday Deal Hunters at 1 o'clock and Friday 1 o'clock for our 1 day special. And we have Suzanne crafting with Suzanne tomorrow, HSN, with some of the products that are on the website also. So that'll be nice. I haven't done one of those for like 2 months, so that'll be wonderful as well. So whatever you're doing, have a great week. And if you need me for anything, shout out or talk on the Eureka fan page or whatever it is. So have a great week of crafting and happy times with your loved ones and your family. Take care, everyone. Bye.